All right, buckle up everyone, because today we're diving deep into something really cool.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff.
It's called multi-agent prompting.
That's it.
And it's going to totally change the way you think about AI.
Yeah.
Especially if you're into,
Prompt engineering.
Exactly, prompt engineering.
Basically, imagine this. Instead of just talking to one AI, you get a whole bunch of them in a room.
Like a panel of experts or something.
Yeah, exactly. But these experts are all AI.
Whoa, so like what, they debate each other and stuff?
More than debate, they can brainstorm, analyze, even role-play different scenarios, all depending on how you set them up.
Okay, hold on. That sounds amazing, but I think we need to back up a bit for our listeners who are just getting started with AI. So multi-agent prompting, what's the elevator pitch for this?
Sure. So in a nutshell, it's giving instructions to multiple AI personas, not just one. Each persona has its own personality, expertise, you name it. And then the magic happens. They interact.
Interact, meaning?
They talk to each other, bounce ideas off one another, just like a real group would. It's like directing a play, but with AI actors.
Wow. Okay, so let's say I'm trying to make a tough decision, like a business strategy or something.
Perfect example. With multi-agent prompting, you could create AI personas for different departments, like marketing, finance, operations.
Makes sense. So they'd all weigh in from their own perspective.
Exactly. You get to see the problem from all angles, which makes your decision-making way more informed.
Like,
right?
absolutely. No more blind spots. You're getting like 360-degree feedback. That's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
But I got to ask, how does this work practically? How do I make these AI personas? And more importantly, how do I get them to, actually talk to each other?
All right. So there are a few key steps. First, you define the roles of each AI persona. Are they experts in specific fields, characters in a story,
Right.
or even abstract concepts? It all depends on what you're trying to achieve.
I'm getting it. So if I want to write, say, a scene for a movie with two characters having a disagreement, I could create AI personas for each character, give them backstories, motivations, and then prompt them to argue.
Spot on. You're basically the director setting the stage and guiding the interaction. You could even specify things like their tone of voice, their relationship with each other.
So I can make them really go at it like a shouting match, or keep it civil like a polite debate.
Precisely. And that level of control is what makes multi-agent prompting so powerful. It's like having a team of incredibly talented improvisers at your disposal.
Okay, that is mind-blowing. This is like next-level prompt engineering stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the more you experiment with different scenarios and prompts, the more you unlock its potential. This technique is really only limited by your imagination.
I'm starting to see that. But before we get too carried away, I bet our listeners are wondering about best practices.
Right, so here's the thing. Clear persona definitions are key. The AI needs to understand its role to play it effectively. And encourage constructive dialogue. We don't want AI shouting matches that go nowhere.
I see. So we need to, nudge them in the right direction without stifling their creativity.
Exactly. You want to guide the conversation without over-scripting it. Let the AI agents surprise you with their insights. That's where the real magic happens.
That makes a lot of sense. So we've talked about the what and the how, but what about the why? Where can our listeners actually use multi-agent prompting? Give us some real-world examples.
Well, the applications are pretty diverse. We've already touched on business strategy, but imagine using this for education.
Yeah, like students interacting with AI scientists or historical figures. That'd be amazing.
Exactly. Or in storytelling, creating dynamic dialogue for novels or scripts. And even in policy analysis, where AI agents could play devil's advocate, helping us identify potential flaws in our thinking.
Wow. So this isn't just a cool tech demo. It has real-world implications. This could change the way we learn, create, even make decisions on a societal level.
It's a powerful tool, no doubt. And like with any powerful tool, it's important to use it responsibly, which brings up another crucial point: ethics.
Right, because if we're simulating human group dynamics with AI, especially in sensitive fields like policymaking, we need to be aware of the potential biases and ethical considerations.
Absolutely. We can't just assume that because it's AI, it's inherently objective. We need to critically evaluate the outputs and be mindful of how these technologies are being used.
That's a really important point. This technology is incredibly exciting, but it also raises some big questions that we need to address as a society. We have a lot to think about.
We do, but I believe that the potential benefits of multi-agent prompting outweigh the risks, as long as we proceed thoughtfully and ethically.
I agree. And the good news is our listeners can learn even more about this fascinating topic in the full blog post, which is called
Harness Group Dynamics. Explore creative and analytical depth with multi-agent prompting.
That's right. So if you want to dive deeper into the applications, the best practices, and those all-important ethical considerations, head over to the blog. You won't regret it.
It's a great read, trust me.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.
See you then.